I forgot. I forgot how to be a streamer. Bella! Okay. Sorry. I'm here. How long was I at 0? Oh my god. I was getting so distracted. Okay. First I was fighting Bella to keep her tail out of my salad. And then I was watching a false ID video. And also trying to look up a pink tower fan on Amazon. And then I realized. I only realized that the time had hit 0 when Bella was getting her tail in my fucking salad. I want this pink fan. Boop, boop, boop. I wonder if I should add it to my throne or if I should just buy it. I need a new fan. Oh, Professor! Professor Blackfire! Pinata! Bye, Bella. Oh, goodbye, I love you. Bye-bye. Where's Gabe? Oh, Gabe was having internet issues earlier, wasn't he? Did he go to bed already? Did they not get fixed? Oh. Rip. Yeah. I saw his comment in the Twitch mod. Oh well. No. One of us 3. Oh boy. No, I don't make other VTubers mods. It doesn't make sense. That's why I took the VTuber role away from Neo Gray. Anyway, how's everybody doing? It was a busy day at work. And then it rained randomly. I was stressing because I was like, I know I'm gonna want to take a shower. But I don't know if I'll I don't know if I'll have them want after stream. Because I want to play Final Fantasy 14 after stream. Hello? Burger King, thank you for resubbing! What does that say? Unless I chalky milk. I can't read it. Oh, there we go. What do you mean you only have strawberry? I've never had strawberry milk. What is that? What does that mean? Why'd you say all that? Anyway, yay! I knew I would regret it. Anyway, what I was trying to say was I knew I would regret it if I didn't go take a shower, so I did it now. Before stream. It's pink milk. Well, I know it's pink milk. I'm pink. Are you saying I should be brown? So you can get your chocolate milk? I'm confused. I'm concussed. Speaking of, there was like this stinky child at my work who was, I don't know, he was hopping backwards or something and then he hit his head on a trash can. A metal trash can. And I watched the whole thing. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? I didn't know what to do. And I was like, oh, damn, that's smart, isn't it? That's literally what I did. And I walked off. Anyway. I don't understand children. Darwinism? I don't know. I don't know if that's Darwinism. I'm pretty sure I was the kind of bug where my parents told me not to run and I would run and then I would scrape my knees and they would bleed. But then I scraped my knees so often that I don't know, I got immune to some sicknesses probably. So you know, the Darwinism is taking effect. Hello, Kami! Oh, that's right, I forgot about her. I somehow remembered her before stream and forgot about her. No, Gabe's missing it! We had some bug send a picture of Tespels, Madame Tespels, to Gabe so he doesn't feel left out. I scraped my knees so many times I got scars from scraping my knees so much. Oh, me. Look again. Me too. Nice, thanks, Pinata. I forgot what voice I gave her. All sorts of people visit my museum here, men and women, young and old. I almost, for some reason, gave her a southern accent. Sometimes they drop in just for a short time on their way back from the pub. I welcome them all. Why is there no music? This is weird. But if anyone tries to damage my exhibits, I do not take it lightly. Am I in the right cutscene? I think I might have clicked to the wrong one. I don't think I am in the wrong one. I don't know. Let me see. No, I clicked the right one, right? Greatest Attorney Adventure 1? What's the playtime? Oh yeah, this is the right one. I'm an idiot. Okay. Anyway. Oh. Oh! Nice! Your great deduction was even more enchanting than I had been led to believe. I forgot. Oh yeah, we did a great deduction. Wait, did we figure out who this guy was? It was my pleasure, my mere demam. Sub Hanayome Kamakiri here for the judge fight. I totally normal and human thing to do. Wait, no, I'm not the human. Konos. I'm the bug. You're supposed to be the human, right? You're not fighting the judge, I am. I am gratified that you can't read. I straight up thought he said I'm grafted. Professor Herlock Schultz is not a professor. I'm gratified that you enjoyed the spectacle. And as for your rough customer, I've no doubt he'll regain consciousness shortly and return home. He got boinked over the head? Oh, was he trying to steal the... I don't remember anything. What concerns me more is the waxwork from the special display. If it was indeed genuinely abducted. Yes, I am human, totally human, 100% human. Oh, she. Same. No, Burger King! That's not me. I've corrected it. I'm no longer Hanayome. I know you're not human either. I literally said I wasn't. You know, how quickly I dropped that spiel. It's still in my bio. Yes, tragically, it was. Then I would ask you to recount to us the events surrounding the stolen waxwork. In as much detail as possible, if you please. God, I love Sholmes. Holy fuck. I meant to say strip. I was gonna say strip. And in that sense, I meant get into his little comfy wear. I don't know how to call it. Instead, what I almost said was get naked for me. Not quite the words I meant I wanted to say. Very well. Oh my god, what is going on with my brain right now? Look at the lamps in the background. It looks like two lamps coming out of a butt. You got the waist, you got the hips, you got the legs, you see it? What is wrong with me tonight? Anyway, holy crap. I don't know! Oh, I saw something pop up and immediately got deleted, huh? But after I told you what no, I must insist that you return to your work. Oh, the talents of a great detective could be put to better use, I feel, but as you wish. I forgot he was pretending to be a statue. Alright, ma'am. Tell us more about the stolen waxwork, please. Please? It was some days ago now when I came in here in the morning. I immediately noticed that a waxwork was missing from the special exhibit here. Missing. Oh my god, I forgot Iris existed. It's your most prominent display, so that's why the curtains were closed. And I found the ransom note in its place. The culprit must have broken in during night and taken it then. Oh, that was a question. So this waxwork that was stolen, it was a model of some horrible criminal, I suppose. I hope it was a fucking Van Zeeks. That'd be, oh my god, I'd steal it too. Of a particularly horrible criminal, in fact. The killer who left a more profound scar on society than any other, I would say. The professor. The professor. Professor! It's actually fucking Professor Layton. Somehow in that weird fucking Ace Attorney and Professor Layton crossover game, I don't know what he did in that game. He apparently fucked up. Not a name I've heard of. Professor's a fucking killer. He's a moiter. So, Mr. Naruhodo, it seems the circle is complete. Sorry? The professor case happened around the time I was born, didn't it? Indeed it did, Iris. 10 years ago, a series of murders that rocked the capital. Iris is only 10? I thought she was like 13 or 12 even. 10 years ago. Yes, at exact the time. Wait, what? What did you just say? That Beric Van Zieks graduated from university, in fact. It was him. God, he's old. What the fuck? University? So then what? He's like fucking... Oh, he's only like 30 something, I guess. In that case. What? Surely he's not saying. So the big event that changed Mr. Reaper's life. Oh. As you surmised, it was the professor case. How old is Sholmes? I don't know. I don't want to look him up. I don't want to come across spoilers by accident. That's at death's door during these times. I don't think so. Modern medicine is catching up. Hana, give it to me straight. Are the mods cringe? I don't think so. I don't think my mods are cringe. To be honest. I think my mods are probably the least cringiest out of everybug in here. Who is this professor then? Do you want the age? Yeah, you can tell me how old he is. They still use cocaine as medicine. Why did you spell it like that? Pretty sure you didn't spell that right. 34. Oh, okay. Wait, how old is Van Zieks? Excuse me. It was a series of gruesome murders that had all of London gripped in terror a decade ago. After 5 victims were killed, the man was arrested and put to death. Oh, sheesh. He's only 34. That's prime baby making age. And now he's immortalized here in wax for all Londoners to admire and enjoy. Though of course he happens to be absent at present on account of the abduction. Oh, okay, I was right. Is this Jack the Ripper? No. We already had our Jack the Ripper in wax statue form. How'd I get your kid? Who? You mean from Sholmes? Okay. I'm working on it. But I don't understand. How is all this related to Lord Van Zieks? Raptor said the mods were cringe, but I refuse to believe it. Hearing it from the head honcho, I knew it can be true. What the fuck? Raptor's a mod. And Twitter. Discord. Jesus. I don't even know where we are anymore. You must first understand, my dear fellow, why it is that Professor earned such infamy. I was read that as infamy. It was due to the victims he chose, some of Whitehall's finest. What do you mean, Harley? Those murdered by the professor were some of the highest members of the British aristocracy. Yeah, rich people. Members of nobility, even royalty. It sent shockwaves through the country's administration. Members of the... wait, of course! What Professor Hairbrain said. Lord Van Zieks is from a family with noble blood. Oh, gosh. Can I just be a little cringe, though? No. Yeah, you can be cringe. Oh, okay. It was the 5th victim that led to the professor's arrest. The last of the killer's prey was a young noble by the name of... Oh? Clint Van Zieks. No! I don't believe it, Van Zieks! Do you think the professor was Japanese? I'm sure you can piece together the rest for yourself. In the wake of his older brother's murder, the young Barak pursued a career as a prosecutor, and eventually became the Reaper we know today. I'm so behind. Oh, with what, Ace Attorney? No worries. Yeah, I remembered. I had no idea Lord Van Zeeks had such a tragic past. No, it was used to what the fuck? He used to have a partner, right? I don't know. I don't know if that was ever implied. Why he hates Japanese. Mochi, hello! This is why he hates Japanese people, is it? We'll find out. Well, I'm afraid that's all I can say on the matter for the time being, at least. After all, I have work to do. As a waxwork exhibit. I'm afraid I shall have to excuse myself as well. That's not sassy at all, is it? Oh, yes, of course. It's been a pleasure, thank you. My learned British friend. No, that's not Monchi Burger King. Mochi is not my wife. That's not the right bug. Well, none of the predicted scenarios I've analyzed involved you coming to visit me here. Hello? What is this? Oh. It's been too long. It really has. I'm delighted to see you, Barack. Barack. I feel like it's Barack, and I'm just saying Barack. I'm so used to Barack Obama. It's been 10 years, and here we are meeting in a prison of all places. I can't forgive myself for what's happened to Mr. Assman. I just can't. Assman. I still can't believe it could happen. Tomorrow, the court will decide. Yes. I have a young Eastern man acting for my defense. He's... That scared the fuck out of me. On a fight to the day,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Anyway, on 823 apples one day. That's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna be real. It's getting hard writing, thinking about facts. I need a day or two to brainstorm my brain right now. No, I get it. That's like me when I did my fucking bug facts oppressor. If you try too hard, like, you just burn out. One day you'll just stop doing facts altogether, and you'll never do it again. That's fine. Don't let Hana talk. Leave me alone. He seems reliable enough, though. It was an accident, a terrible accident. He assured me. I thought he was laughing at first. He assures me he can prove it. I must warn you. Oh, I know. I've heard already. You're going to be prosecuting, aren't you? Yes. God, I fucking love Van Zeeks. I used to think these characters look so stupid at first. Since I returned to England, I've heard lots of stories. Barack, are you really... What? Are you really a stinky head? Never mind. I know that you have my best interests at heart. My friend is on trial. I wouldn't entrust it to anybody else. Of course, I fully understand. Thank you, Barack. Barrack. Until tomorrow, then. I'll see you in court. You're gonna ask me if I really shit my pants? Yeah, I did. That's why I'm still sitting here. What the fuck? Of course not. Burger King, what kind of question is this? I'm putting you on blast. I was talking about the character. What character? I'm really confused. Alright, we're about to get to the fun stuff. I can't believe it's been 6 months since I was last allowed to work in court. But please, Lurk. Yeah, but please keep the stream open. And now here I am, back at the Old Bailey. Mr. Naruhodo. What, are you dismissing Burger King? Is he gone now? What the heck? Good morning, Professor Hairbrain. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. The atmospheric pressure in here is off the charts. I've never felt anything like it. It's crushing me. I feel it every time I'm in here. That gravity. Well, this is Britain's highest court. No, don't leave Burger King. Burger King. But are you telling me it's fitted with some kind of device that can actually control air pressure? I think it's probably all in the mind. Ah, yes, well, you won't let me down, will you? Mr. Naruhodo? I'm counting on you in today's trial to save my life. His fucking face. To save the secret of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine from being made public. So did we confirm that Barack is pronounced Barack or like Baron? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not Barack. But I mean, I'm too deep into it now. I can't change it. Yes, I understand. I know what I have to do. I have to establish that the explosion 2 days ago was nothing more than an unfortunate accident. Well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about it, really. Really. Thanks, Barack. Anytime the fucking jury turns on us, thanks. Thanks, Obama. Justice will prevail. My commiserations, no, Mr. Naruhodo. What the heck? You appear to have been lumbered with the most tiresome case here. What is this? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, I didn't expect to see you here. That was very mean, Bruno, leaving me all alone with all alone with her. What the fuck did she even say just now? It took me at least an hour to wake him. Is it? Are you? Sherlock Sholmes! Oh goodness. Indeed, sir, I am he. Sherlock Sholmes. Oh, I've heard all about your exploits even whilst living in Germany. Why did he do it like that? Yes, Hans magazine is on sale in Germany too. This month's installment was sublime. Your deduction in the adventure of Silver Blaze was wonderful. Ah, yes, a memorable case indeed. It concerned a snake, I seem to recall. Oh shit, is that the one on the... Was that the one on the ship? No, that was the speckled band. Oh. Well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate your support. I'm sorry to disappoint you, my dear fellow, but I'm afraid I can't stay. Oh. I have urgent business at Madame Tespel's. You mean your waxwork job? No, the waxwork abduction, of course. Madame has engaged my services. Ah, so you're trying to get to the bottom of that ransom note, are you? The snake was Ophelia! Oh. A week's wages depend on it, as does the safe return of the waxwork, naturally. As such, I intend to give it my undivided attention. Oh, well, never mind then, I understand. Of course, with my skills of observation and reasoning, resolving the matter will be as easy as proverbial pie. I don't know what that means. I don't know what proverbial means. I shall return forthwith. For until I solve the case, I shall have no money to afford a pie of any description. I see. Oh, then you must absolutely give it your full attention, Harley. Quite, Iris, quite, but life is riddled with irony, you know. I would always imagine he's got, like, fangirls giving him money, but I guess not. Or maybe they do, and he spends it all on pie. I don't know. Proverbial? Oh, not real pie? He's saying he can't even afford not real pie? Whenever I give something my full attention, I have a quite insatiable desire for a pie. One of the universe's intractable mysteries, you might say? What is intractable? I don't have a bot for that, Clayton, but thanks for lurking. Oh yes, quite definitely, absolutely. I totally understand. Maybe I should add a blur command, I don't know. Is someone a little starstruck? Me every time I look at Sholmes. I wish you the very best of luck, Professor Hairbrain. Oh, why thank you. Before I depart, Mr. Naruhodo, a word in your ear, if you please. I think you've given me several, I think we're good. What's this about? As you have remarkably little grounding in science, I feel I ought to inform you. As compelling as the super high voltage instantaneous kinesis hypothesis may be, a practical implementation such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition is quite impossible. But the professor said the demonstration was a success. No, he said it did put him in the Crystal Tower. Yes, and it would appear that he fervently believes it was. It put the body in the Crystal Tower, that's for sure, but not the way he meant it to. I've read Professor Bunnybrain's paper about it too, Runo, and I have to say, I'm sure it can't be done. It could barely be done theoretically, let alone practically. So he's completely barking up the wrong tree. But how can an experiment that has no possibility of succeeding in fact succeed? That's contradictory. And it's that contradiction that will be at the heart of the trial, I have no doubt. What's that supposed to mean? Now I must hurry along. I wish you the best of luck, my dear fellow. See you later, Hurley. I don't know why I was expecting him to literally go up in a poof of smoke. Well, it looks like you're on your own today, Runo, but chin up, you can do it. Oh, what about you, Iris? No, I'm afraid I can't help. I have something I need to do. Oh no, I don't have an assistant this trial. I'm gonna be all alone. I see. It's going to be a big surprise for you when you find out what it is. Aha, it sounds ominous. Oh. Council for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Make your way into the courtroom at once. We're on our way. What am I learning? Alright, let's see who's the jury today. An experiment that the laws of science say can't possibly succeed. And a scientist who's convinced that it did. That's the riddle you have to unlock here, Ryonosuke. That's the key to this case. Definitions? That's false. I'm learning absolutely nothing. I'm not even learning what I said 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna eat my pizza. Ow. I never have my cream. I meant to say piece of salad, but I took a bite before I even finished it. So no, I'm eating salad, not pizza. We are sitting today for the public trial of Professor Albert Harebrain. Why is spinach so hard to chew? I always just fucking suffocate on these salads. Oh my god, it's a goose of business. I now call upon the counsel for the prosecution and the defense to declare their willingness to proceed. That prosecution is ready. The prosecution. The defense is ready, my lord. I'm 6 months out of practice, and what's more... No! And without Sasato-san today. I don't know why I got my hopes up for a second. Okay, is it just my imagination or does the air in here feel even more oppressive than usual? So, I must say I recollect the victim of this case all too well. This is a terrible game to fucking eat with. I must, let's see, Mr. Odie Aspen. Mr. Aspen was all known as a financer, though that was merely a front for his diverse criminal activities. It was only a month ago that the man appeared in court prosecuted by you, Lord Van Zeeks. But the jury unanimously found him not guilty. Because every member of the jury had been bribed by the sound of it. These powerful London criminals are prepared to go to the extreme lengths to keep their freedom. Bro, that sounds scary. Like, if they're criminals, what's stopping them from fucking threatening you if they can bribe you? I'd be too scared not to take a bribe in that case. But 2 days ago, on 21st October, Mr. Aspen met his end. Yeah. It's scary to think about. The work of the Reaper, was it? I love how fucking dramatic he is in court. If that is how your lordship would describe divine retribution. I can't. Divine retribution. But the fact remains that Mr. Aspen's death was the direct result of the actions of the accused, Professor Harebrain. Very well then. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people. Is it actually random? Are the 6 of you ready to fulfill your societal duty? Oh, this guy's new. I'm most gratified to have been selected to carry out this important civic duty, my lord. This lady's new. Oh, we got a lot of new people. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. They seem rich. Jury duty, but yeah. Oh, I take a drink, thank you, Simba. I wonder if this is related at all to I don't know what they were talking about before. This guy looks like a clown though. Science experiments, magic, conjuring tricks, courtroom trials are all nothing more than performances. Oh, who the fuck is that at the end? Any spurious scholar that defiles the reputation of science deserves to hang. Corn girl, what the fuck is this? This is horrifying to look at. This ain't no rich kid. We have to listen to what's said on both sides. The fence. Who put a child in the jury? Is this even a child? She's probably not. And then settle on one. That's it, isn't it? Oh, it's this guy again. The policeman. Oh. What? Oh my god! Who? What? Wait, you can't bring cops into fucking jury duty. That's illegal. Wasn't like this in my day. Wasn't like this at all. And you especially can't bring a fucking gun in here. That's the police killer Ottermole lookalike. Again. Wait, I thought Ottermole was the other guy. And he's as exhausted as ever, it seems. Now, as I'm sure you're all aware, we got a whole new jury. That's nice. Good night, even. Oops, what the fuck? I'm just clicking shit. The incident we are here to judge today tragically took place at the Great Exhibition shortly after its opening. Excuse me, hiccup. Though the death toll could have been far worse, with the exception of the victim, no one was killed. Nevertheless, the dream of the science being exhibited rapidly turned into a nightmare from the spectators. A tragic turn of events, and as such, the eyes of all London, no, of the whole world, will be on this trial. Thanks, detective. That's a good deduction. It is our duty to reach a swift and just conclusion, I feel. Alright. Not guilty. We're done. We're done here. You are not a clown, you're the entire circus. Who are you talking? Oh, Kira, are you talking to me? Are you calling me a clown? False, I am a bug. Hope you've been well. I've been okay. So your opening statement, please, Lord Van Zeeks. God, he's so fucking dramatic. Just bring out a fucking book, you idiot. At the heart of this incident is technology never before demonstrated anywhere in the world. One of science's latest developments, I take it. The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advance. I am no clown, I am a bug. The technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. What? No, the courtroom is a circus. I'm not. Good lord. It's designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high voltage electricity and beam them instantly to another location where they're subsequently reassembled. Is such a thing even within the realms of possibility? Well, I don't believe it, that's for sure. Disassembling people with electricity, my goodness, how shocking! I get it! Ha! The whole idea is absurd. The hypothesis would never stand up to scrutiny. Sir, I believe you are a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? An expert in your field? I am, and my word on the matter can be considered final. Instantaneous kinesis is poppycock. I said a bad word. So this expert and Mr. Sholmes are in agreement. It's impossible. What is the prosecution's view on the matter? The prosecution would assert that the accused's instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success. Oh? What? What? Rot? Well, I don't think it quite disassembled him. Or did it? They assume he appeared in the Crystal Tower, right? But he was... anyway. He did appear there, right? Not through the means of instantaneous teleportation. His body was fucking launched through the Crystal Tower and fucking shattered. It cut into tiny pieces through the glass window. Oh my goodness. Order! Order! The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government. If it is deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant would be made available. The accused made use of the invention built on his new hypothesis to take Mr. Assman's life. Jesus. In order to be the sole benefactor of the grant. But disastrous demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the outset to end the life of the victim. Remember Van Zeus is like, yeah, that's my friend, Hairbrain. Thank you, Lord Van Zeus. The prosecution's stance is clear. But she will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claims. Gladly, my lord. Bailiff! Show the first witness to the stand. First witness's courtroom is a circus to begin with. Why is it fucking... This is just Hairbrain. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Isn't this the first time we've had the fucking defendant as a witness? I'm not sure. Want to hear a Florida man story? No, not really. Not right now. It sounds scary. Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration the day in question and in charge of the following investigation. Oh. Albert Hairbrain, scientist. You were born in England, but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct? I haven't heard a Florida man story before. No, I've heard plenty of Florida man stories. That's why I don't want to hear one on stream. They're kind of fucked up. Yes, that's right. After graduating from university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany and made an amazing discovery. Which is what brought me back. I had to demonstrate my incredible hypothesis at the great exhibition. What you demonstrated was incredible, alright, an incredible explosion. But the science was a success. The instantaneous kinesis works. Everyone saw it, that must have. Yes. There was the terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success. Why did I say hypothesis like that? Well, that much is undeniable, as shown in this photograph taken by the forensic investigation team. Where the fuck is he? This was taken inside the Crystal Tower, I take it. The centerpiece of the exhibition, no less. That's right, my lord. Seemed the victim ran straight into it. How is he still wearing his glasses after being launched into the fucking air? I see. Very well. Submit the photograph as evidence. A photographic print of the victim taken after he had ostensibly been beamed to the Crystal Tower. An apparent stab wound to the chest. What? How the fuck would he get stabbed? What is he on? Where is he? I'm so confused. He went inside like some funny cage, right? I don't remember if he got on some wooden plank, but like, what the fuck is he surrounded by then? Weird. He's on a centrifuge machine. Why are we talking about centrifuges again? As the courts heard, the victim of the incident was Mr. Odie Aspen. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them aside for the time being. He was the man who financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself. That sounds like he's just trying to find a way to fake his death, right? He was constantly, like, under attack from the law and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It makes sense to me that at this point he would only fund something like this to fake a death. I see. So to summarize the situation, the defendant is accused of taking the life of the man who funded his work. Would that be correct? Exactly. But couldn't it be that the explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for the demonstration? That's right. That must be it. My splendid machine. My poor splendid machine. Oh, he went back to normal. You saw it yesterday, didn't you? We can't even examine the wreckage thanks to the special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. What? The wreckage? The wreckage! Nope. But that being the case, how can the facts be established? How can it possibly be determined whether this was an accident or a deliberate and malicious act? Extremely simply, my lord. I beg your pardon. Isn't that right, witness? Oh. What? Sorry? Me? Oh, your neighbor. Oh. Yes, sir, it was murder, plain and simple. Anyone could state that with complete certainty. What? How can he possibly think that? Wait, is he just saying that without being able to collect evidence, the only thing we could just go by is what the fucking cop right next to him says? All right, guilty. Thank you, Inspector. I think we had better proceed to formal testimony. You will explain to the court on what grounds you claim this experiment to have been a front for murder. No thanks, I'm gonna take a bite of my food. Oh, look. A broken neck! I'm not reading it, hold on. Wait, I am reading it. I'm just not reading it out loud. Alright, so my theory that the dead body... not being a dead body, I guess that's wrong. Huh? The victim was killed before he went anywhere, but we saw the video at the beginning of the chapter, didn't we? Well, we did. No, there was no video, actually. And clearly he walked into it on his own. So we know that. Now that's what they're saying, is that he was dead from the start. An extraordinary business. In addition to suffering a broken neck, the victim was stabbed in the heart. Information I would really like to have heard from someone other than the judge. The coroner says death would have been all but instant from a wound like that. You could say, in fact, that the victim was killed twice by the accused. Bro, you can't kill some bug twice. No, that couldn't be further from the truth. I've here the experiment plan document that was submitted to the security team. Oh, why did I give him that voice? The victim stood himself inside something called the birdcage, ready to be beamed instant. instantly. To the second level of the Crystal Tower, about 25 yards away. The experiment did not go according to plan, however. As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion. The blast caused the beam transmitter to point higher than intended. Van Zeeks is saying that it still worked. Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the birdcage materializing in midair. Van Zeeks, what the fuck? From where it subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the Crystal Tower's large round window. Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's not what happened. My word, one assumes the victim's neck was broken upon impact with the tower then. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. The machine was just too powerful. But honestly, really, I swear it was just an accident, a terrible accident. So he shot himself. Unfortunately, that excuse can't save you. No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart. Murder weapon? What are you saying? Well, we know there was a screwdriver, right? This is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner. The prosecution would like it entered into the court record. Why are y'all just handing these out during court? Your request is granted, counsel. At least it pops up in the beginning and not like fucking in the middle of in the middle of the fucking case like in the other Ace Attorney games. Oh, Judge, this just in, we got the fucking, ew. Look at this the guy's fucking face. You see how his fucking lip changes when he stops talking? I was there in person, you know, I saw the whole ludicrous performance. And the only other person on the stage with Mr. Aspen was that disgraceful excuse for a scientist. And really, by all accounts, it must have been him. Hard to think otherwise, really. Estimates the autopsy report is supposed to be presented first in a murder case. Oops. Very well, counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination, please. Oh, yes, my lord. I need to focus here. It's been a while. Hanayome, that's not me. My shadow comes out. Hemorrhage of a wound in the chest that pierced the heart, inflicted by a sharp implement. A broken vertebra, most likely resulting from impact after a sudden fall from considerable height. Okay.
Hold it!
Are you suggesting that's because he fell from a considerable height? Exactly, which highlights something else about this whole rum business. What's that? Oh, that was weird. I blinked and everything was white. What the fuck? The fact that the instantaneous kinesis itself was a success. After the explosion, the cage with the fella inside suddenly appeared out of nowhere in midair. I'm pretty sure I feel like he was launched into the air. So although the experiment ended in disaster, the so-called instantaneous kinesis did actually occur. Bam, ba, da, da. Oh, no, it was literally... it was literally that there was a flash in game and it happened at the same time I blinked, so it was just everything was white. Actually, you know what? I'm still holding by my theory that fucking, it's a wax. It's still a wax statue and not the real body. Because, I mean, if they bribed the jury, I mean, what's them from fucking bribing the fucking, mortician guy? Or whoever did the autopsy, you know? Remind us, Professor, what is the cause of the fatal disaster?
Hold it!
So the angle of projection is critical, is it? And you calculated it yourself, personally? Oops. Oh, I cleared my mission? Wait, what? Sorry. I'm looking at my Digimon right now. Damn, I did a lot of steppies at work today. 14,000. Alright, absolutely. The calculation is far too complicated for anyone but me to carry out. Only you got it wrong, didn't you? Yes, that's right. That's the point. The calculation is so complicated that even I can make a mistake. Bug steppies. Do people fall for that brazen confidence? I should try it. That's an entire mile of steppies. I walk too much. A mile at work? Wait, how did you calculate that? I took into account the subject's height, weight, the wind direction, the ambient temperature. I considered every possible variable, so I just don't understand how this could have happened. Obviously, then, you had to include the weight of the clothes Mr. Aspen was wearing at the time, I suppose. Crackling comments. The answer should have been 3! So much for safety first. The 3 must be for safety third. 10,000 steps is a mile? Whose steps are they counting? 10,000 steps from a baby isn't the same as, like, a fucking, I don't know, 7-foot tall person. I'm so confused.
Hold it!
Another fatal injury, you say? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't think I'd have to spell this out, but here we go. Just because there were 2 fatal wounds doesn't mean I'm saying the victim had 2 lives to lose, does it? No, we already know I'm 170 meters. See? 10,000 steps for 170 meters. That's not fucking... That's not gonna be a mile. That's your right. Obviously, at first, we thought the bloke had died due to his spine snapping in half as well. You're saying that's not the case? You'll get your answer once I'm finished my fish and chips if you don't keep butting in every few seconds. Oh. We all know that's a bottomless bag. The victim plummeted 30 feet into a glass tower. It would be reasonable to assume that that is the cause of death. Right, that's what we all thought, but it was a red herring, wasn't it? The defense knew nothing of this crucial information. The prosecution received this report from the forensics investigation team only this morning. That was the first we knew of it as well. I can only apologize for the impossibility of informing the defense. Sarcastic and insincere, thanks. So what was the nature of this sharp object? Among the accused's tools that were in use at the demonstration, one is of particular interest. Where's this? Yeah, here's the pic. Wait. Was it red when we looked at it before? Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember if the tip was red when we saw it before. This. Ah, yes, that would appear to be some. Oh, ah! There he is! My trusty little companion, Andrew! Andrew, of course. Do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends, like all my tools. I've named them all, you know. We're one big happy family. Oh my goodness. Andrew is my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother Michael is a crosshead. Well, it would appear that your beloved Andrew has a red stain on his shank. Andrew, how could you? Andrew. We need to try Andrew for murder. That isn't... It's blood, beyond all reasonable doubt. No! Wait, he's a Phillips head and no. Oh, he's a crosshead, not a Phillips head. They should have called him Philip, huh? I'm angry. And that's not all. The long, sharp shape of this Andrew fella is completely inconsistent with the victim's wound. What? What? Oops. Order, order. Order in the word. The court will enter this friend as the defendant, as evidence. Alright, let's take a look at it, shall we? Interesting. I don't know what I'd be looking for here. Shape is interesting. This is blood. Mr. Aspen's, no doubt. This is the problem with looking at murder weapons. That's it? Is that all I can look for? I've seen this unusually shaped handle before. It's the same screwdriver that was lodged in the grill of the floor of the kinesis machine. Which could be important information, so I should definitely make note of it. Oh, that's probably all I'm looking for, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. What a very unique... Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. So what if Professor Hairbrain's tool's the murder weapon? Great. Bum, bum. Da, 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 da. What grounds do you have for saying that? Ah, you really need to ask. There were only 2 people in that public experimentation stage in front of the whole crowd. The victim, Mr. Odie Aspen, and the accused, Professor Hairbrain. And we know for certain that before the experiment, the victim was alive. That's right, I saw him with my own eyes. Furthermore, following the explosion in kinesis, nobody went anywhere near the body. In other words, only someone else on stage with the victim could possibly have done it. Oh? What's up? Are you okay?
Excuse me.
Excuse me? Professor Hairbrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here? Was there somebody else? Professor! Oh. Hello? Sorry. I was just calculating the optimum coefficient of... What the fuck? These are too many words! Of electrolysis to separate molecules in the human body. And the witness stand is the best place for that. It seemed as though as you might have had something to say, you know, words that are real today. About Inspector Gregson's last remark. Okay. Yes, that's right, of course. He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he? Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh? I don't know, but... There's no way that I could possibly have stabbed Mr. Aspen, as you say. Eh? Explain, please, Professor. You think he was shot? Of course, this cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose. But humans are warm-blooded mammals with blood running constantly through their veins. Continuously, not constantly, but I guess both work. I had heard. Then surely you see, if I'd plunged something the size of Andrew into the man's chest, the whole stage would have been a bloodbath, no, a blood swimming pool. But thousands of Londoners were watching me at the time. And yet not one of them claims to have seen a swimming pool of blood. Well, no, I suppose not. You see? Not one! True. I didn't see anything like that. I think the point is that he's just saying that there'd be a whole lot of blood. Especially getting stabbed in the heart. Well done, Professor. That was a great counter-argument. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Order! Order! Alright, I can't have him destroy any more cups. I have to think about how expensive these are. And the poor artisans that made them. Pray forgive the discourtesy if I savor a drop from my hallowed chalice to accompany my old friend's, adducing. Excuse me. No! Don't do it! Here's to you, Albert. Oh, you're too kind, Barack, but I'm really not a patch on you. No! It wasn't even me! No, you're not. Oh, sheesh! No. You've neglected to mention one crucial possibility. I have? So much for being friends, huh? A particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound. I suppose just... Wait, no! This is it! This is where it comes in! Of course, if you just leave the weapon in, then... But, what the fuck? Ah, of course. Inspector, enlighten the court, please. Yes, sir! Where are they going with this? Very well, you amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Gregson. Yeah, it would plug the wound, so if they're going for that, I have, There we go! Alright, hold on. I have information about that. In fact, I found it in the floor. You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Then why did y'all not find it? I'm pretty sure I don't need to say, in fact, actually, I found it in the fucking grill at the bottom. I'm pretty sure all I would have to say is, then how come it wasn't in the body when y'all found it? Like, what the fuck? You say that while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Is that unequivocal? Unequivocal? What the fuck was that word? That's too big. How does he even know that word? Look, there was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is if the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding. It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend. Even on your side of the world. Meanwhile, he didn't know about that in that one case. Oh wait, no, Susato wasn't familiar. Yes, but about the screwdriver. The thing is, we actually saw it at the scene ourselves on the experimentation stage. What? What? It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, the detective there stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson? You've come to mention it, yes. Inspector, are we to understand that you permitted the defense counsel to investigate? That you contravened the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act? No, we didn't touch anything. We just looked. No, not at all. I wouldn't do that. I just let him look, nothing more. I was very clear he wasn't to touch a thing. Yes, that's true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it? What are you getting at? What do you mean, what am I getting at? Y'all are proposing that it was stuck in the body. That's why he didn't bleed out. If this tool had been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine, then it shouldn't have still been on the stage. That's right. It should have been beamed across the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Assman. And been found still lodged in the victim's chest. Yeah! Are they fucking going nuts? Order! How do you explain this, Inspector? I don't. It looks as though everything that the victim had in his person moved with him when he was beamed. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously, that should have been beamed to the destination as well. You. Me. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific possibility, we're still basing arguments around the assumption that it did actually take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. Get it! My lord! If the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Look at his fucking face, holy shit. You use smaller words for the player they can't understand. It's not even his first language. I don't even know how he knows that word. Lord Van Zeeks is stumped. Eh? No, don't say some shit how if it wasn't based on your calculations that it wouldn't be teleported either. That would be so dumb. You're going... Please don't. You have something to say, witness. Yes, I knew it. It bears out the equations hold. Mr. Naruhodo, don't worry! About what? Without delving into the details, there's no inconsistency. What? Even if Andrew had been lodged in Mr. Aspen's chest, My trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations. This fucking idiot. Why? Why are they so dumb? No! Look what you've done! It would seem your illusions have been shattered. Clearly, we should hear the accused's explanation. I don't think so. Well, Burger King fucking, for one, Naruhodo never went to law school. He decided literally instantaneously, randomly, yeah, sure, I'll become a lawyer, I guess. You know, because fucking Cosmo asked him to. And, pretty sure he didn't really know English too well. I'm pretty sure he learned English on the way to England. Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation. Well, obviously he's been studying English, but damn, that's just a big word. It was only like, 5 months or so. Just when I'd found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument. Scientists! Scientists. Very well, the defendant will testify again. Provide us with a scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency asserted by the defense fails to hold. By the name of Apollo, I will, my lord. Yeah. I'm so angry with this guy. I knew he'd pull this shit. To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data on my research. My hypothesis states that the kinesis cannot transport metal, so hence the metal weapon. Wait, what about the cage? What was the cage made out of? Hence the metal weapon would have stayed put. Is it made out of wood? In other words, the point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't an inconsistency at all. Oh, that's probably what all this is, so I guess it would be wood. But that's not right. What about this? What about his glasses? Alright, hold on. The point just raised by Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, here we go. Mr. Aspen was the patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible. Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together. Just a fucking absolute silence from all of us. So the thrust of your testimony, Professor, is that based upon his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis. In other words, since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency. And therefore, the fucking judge is stumped. And therefore, Professor Albert Harebrain could still have been the killer. My grand hypothesis holds, you see. We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. I was not addressing you, witness. Oh shit. Professor Harebrain. Yes? Whose side are you on here? The side of science! I don't take sides, Mr. Naruhodo. No, no, no. My only interest lies upon upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist, after all. Guy, is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell. Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponi's friend. Oh shit, okay, Fanzings. Jeez, what the fuck? Yes, fire away, Mr. Naruhodo. Alright, what am I supposed to look at here? Okay. Time to press everything, I guess. I feel like that's not, I'll just start from the beginning. And yet your retort to my argument wasn't lacking in confidence in any way. No scientist can find the truth without first finding self-belief. Those were the words of a certain scientist I hold in the very highest esteem. But you realize that disproving my argument puts you in a very precarious position, don't you? No scientist should strive to protect himself more than he strives to protect the truth. More words from of the same great scientist, you know. Words that are causing me a lot of trouble. Who is the scientist? I'm afraid I couldn't tell you, Mr. Naruhodo. Who the fuck? But as soon as I remember the magnificent genius's name, you'll be the first to know. It might be worth keeping the names of your idols to mind. You're wasting your breath, my lord friend. Charles Darwin? Oh. Did he really say that? This scatterbane even forgets my name at times. So Lord Van Zeeks really didn't have a friend once? Or really did have a friend once? I really didn't, huh? But I didn't notice hell freezing over. I thought the whole reason he couldn't say it was because it was like Albert Einstein or some shit. It'd be too weird.
Hold it!
Ba-da-da-da. Your hypothesis states it, so it isn't proven then? No, of course not. It's merely a hypothesis, but a good one, based upon thousands of calculations. You don't know? Did you just make that up, Burger King? What the fuck? But it is widely known that metals can't be decomposed by electrolysis? No, that's not true. Einstein was born in hold on. We looked it up before. Albert Einstein was born in 1879. He would have been around 11 or so at this time. So he was definitely alive by the point in which this game takes place. He would not have been relevant, but that's what Hairbrain is basically based on in the English version. This is the 18 what? This takes place on the cusp, about the 1900s, the beginning of the no. This is after the Meiji Restoration stuff. So this is after the 1880s. Hello, how are you? This would have been after the whole fucking, Civil War in Japan. So, yeah, that would have been after 1880s. So this is around the 1900s, the early 1900s. My hypothesis is clearly correct. What is it about incriminating himself that makes this man so happy? It's the whole reason that the birdcage is made of wood, you see. What the fuck are you talking about, Sengoku? Oh my god. Burger King. Sengoku area is fucking samurai. That's from the 1400s. The Sengoku period was between 1467 and 1650. 15. That was a long time before this period. Sorry, the birdcage? Yeah, it lasted... That's less than 200 years! Oh my god. Where are you getting your math? 14? What? What? That's irrelevant. That's still fucking like 300 years before. That's still 300 years before this game takes place. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, good night, Burger King. I'm so confused. He said Sengoku, and I was like, oh, what? Anyway, haven't you seen Sengoku Basara? That was a long time ago. Yes, that's what I called it. See, obtusa cage in which Mr. Aspen was placed for the kinesis. You're It's okay, Burger King. I'll help you. The jail cell in which the victim was detained, it does indeed seem to be made of timber of some sort. I don't think you not to refer to it as an instrument of incarceration, your lordship. Excuse me. In short, any weapon lodged in the victim when he was beamed away by instantaneous kinesis would have been left behind on the stage if it was made of metal, correct? Yes, that's it. Yes. It all fits perfectly with the mathematical model. Oh, goodness. That was fun. There's a history lesson for everybody. But the ultimate conclusion, then. okay, I'll help you out. I am a Shinsengumi enthusiast after all. Doo-doo. I wouldn't say that, it's not quite right. There's still a lot of shit I don't know about the Shinsengumi. It's that the defendants alone had the opportunity to inflict this fatal injury on the victim, is it not? Indeed, sir. He's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Someone beat me out of this nightmare. Oh, jeez. No. It has to do with the, basically the westernization of Japan and shit. There was, what do you call it? I forget. There's like a lot of terms I don't quite know. There's like, you know, there's those groups that were fighting to keep Japan pure and keep like foreigners out of it. And then, you know, literally other people fighting that. Anyway.
Hold it!
You seem to be pleased by that. I forgot what he said. Yes, another example of my hypothesis holding true. But I sense some sarcasm, Mr. Naruhodo. Are you not pleased? No. Okay, I know I'm sure I had to show this picture in one of these things. I don't know what the fucking, like, Western side of the whole influence was. I don't really care about that. I knew it. At the end of the day, I'm the one responsible for Mr. Aspen losing his life. The advancement of science is no excuse, I know that. No, you're quite right. Tell the court, did you have a close relationship with Mr. Aspen? Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, I'd only met him 2 or 3 times. And we only ever discussed my hypothesis in the project. And the research grant, of course.
Objection!
Okay. He's wearing glasses, sir. Professor Hairbrain, you say that according to your hypothesis, nothing made of metal can be beamed by instantaneous kinesis. Using the machine you made, is that right? God, is my brain huge right now? Yes, that's right. Spot on. Exactly correct. In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. Oh, shit! You can clearly see that Mr. Aspen is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim. What? Metal? No! Metal can't... That's not... Metal? No! I've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on stage. His hypothesis is falling apart! However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted that outcome, it should have also predicted that the metal-rimmed spectacles would be found in the same place. Ah, my hypothesis! My hypothesis! Professor Hairbrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is clearly flawed. Ah! Oh, where did Gregson go? I almost called him Greggy. Order, 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 Council. What is the implication of this? If, on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit. But my hypothesis is sound! I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work. Oh, who's... If I could say something here in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society. Yes, juror number 4. Go ahead. As a man of science, there's one thing I simply cannot abide. And that's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science. What? Wait! Great Scott! I'm sorry, the way I fucking exclaimed that was making me laugh. Are you suggesting my science is suspect? It's just been disproved, hasn't it? In front of all of us. Why am I getting deja vu from this? In other words, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense from start to finish. Did his arm just phase through the thing? Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bounder, and a fraud. I say the wreckage of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined. No! Never! That machine is the essence of my entire hypothesis! It's protected by a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act! Those are words! What the devil is that blasted act about, eh? Who made up such a daft rule? His mouth is on sideways. I don't like the way this seems to be going. Who's the best way for me to help the professor? Oops!
Objection.
I didn't read. Professor Harebrain has yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes. But even so, what? I pressed a button too early, sir. Going to such trouble to and expense to create a fake machine to display in public. He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing. He had an obvious reason to do exactly that. Oops. For the research grant money. Ah! If the government was foolish enough to have deemed the man's ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirators, Jesus, would have received a handsome sum indeed. Conspirators? I don't even know either. What would what would be the value of such a grant? 10 pounds? What the? You can tell she's fucking rich. You're an order of magnitude out, ma'am. 500 pounds a year. Oh, what the fuck? You could live handsome on that much for years. You could have so much corn with that. Society's noted an increase in bogus public demonstrations in the field of science recently. And plenty of scientists arguing with each other to get the largest slice of the funding cake. People's greed is plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you. I'm hungry. I'm gonna take a bite. I want some chutkin. Oh. Look how so much corn. Imagine how many window salads you could get. I'm sorry, I took a big bite. Oh damn, you could buy... Apparently Ace Attorney is on sale for $5 in the 3DS eShop right now. Oh, these are Apollo Justice. Maybe I'll get Apollo Justice. But aren't they bringing these over to the Switch? All right. Capcom sale going on? Wait, on the... Where? On the where? No, I haven't deceived anyone, least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound. The science is sound. Please, you must believe me.
Objection.
Oh, in general? Oh, like on Steam and everything, or what? No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, the fact remains that the victim was transported instantly to the Crystal Tower. Which means that the experiment was a success. Ah! Barack! Thanks, Obama! And therefore, the only person who could possibly have committed this murder is the accused. Ah! Thanks, Obama. Sorry. Where is this heading? I have no idea. My lord, if I may. Yes, Lord Van Zeeks. The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand. Who the fuck else is there? New witnesses? What would be the nature of their involvement? They were spectators of the demonstration at the exhibition, who were occupying special seats. Eyewitnesses? Very well. The court grants the prosecution's request. I should very much like to hear from eyewitnesses in the incident, or to the incident. The prosecution's stance is clear. This experiment was no pastiche. No pistachio. The accused killed the financier victim there on the public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Now, my learned friend. Yes! He would say something like that. It's time for you to make your own stance clear. There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me? Yes! During which time the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand. Wait, what did he say? Did I skip some text? Whoops. As you wish, my lord. Good, in that case, course is adjourned for 20 minutes. Bam! Bam-do. To be continued. Bam. Bang, bang, bang. Yay! I did it. My brain was huge that chapter. All right, watch it. Now watch it shrivel. Mr. Naruhodo, what on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? My hypothesis, my amazing hypothesis, you've been picking holes in it from the start. Sorry about that, but you promised me. You said you'd prove that dreaded explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling into anyone else's hands, but all you've done so far is try to undermine me. Bitch. Yes, I did make you a promise, you're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. Yeah, take that. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there? But if I just run through some equations... Yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he? Oh. Oh. Oh, no! Oh my goodness. Oops. You're right. You're so right. What is this sad music? It's all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster, not just a scientist, but as a human being. Well, that might be a little over the top. And while we're on this subject, what about Barack? He's been awful. Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean? He's a disaster. Not just a prosecutor, but as a human being! Oh, but no, wait, he's the Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapiens anymore. Huh? That's cleared up. Can I double check something with you? Yes? What? Was that a goal? Did I have a goal like that, Pinata? I don't quite remember it, to be honest. Perhaps you're right. The machine and demonstration you prepared, they were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presume? I think what I meant to say was no more yelling, in which case I'm already doing it, and my normal speech pattern. I kind of talk really loud. I want it to be more chill. I don't want to be so fucking obnoxious that I'm peeking. Not pinking. Oh no! Well, I'm not gonna be pinking anymore anytime soon. Or coming fucking May, right? There was no trickery involved. I drew the plans for the machine with my very own hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it. Okay. My energy output. I wonder if that would work for me, though. I wonder. Alright, Professor, I understand. Also, defendant! Oh, the prosecution's witnesses are ready to take the stand. Court is about to be in session again. Make your way to the courtroom, please! Okay. It all hinges on that demonstration. And to prevent the hypothesis is sound as he claims. It leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim. But on the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant. A practical implementation, such as was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition, is quite impossible. So really, what should I be trying to prove here? Blah 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 blah. What did I write over? Yes. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and the prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify? The prosecution is ready, my lord. As is the defense, my lord. So, Lord Van Zeeks, I believe these next witnesses saw the demonstration of the day in question with their own eyes. Indeed, they did. And as luck would have it, one of them is a police detective. Another one? So the testimony we're about to hear can be considered highly reliable. Perfect. A detective of all people. The prosecution's stance remains unchanged. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on the day in question was scientifically sound. And consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed the act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused. Thank you, counsel. Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So bring forth your witnesses now. Bailiff, show the witnesses in. Oh shit! Pinata, I was literally gonna bribe the defense. Hold up. Wait. We are the defense. What do you what do you mean? We are the defense, Pinata. Hey, let's show the witnesses in. We gotta bribe the prosecution. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally. Unequivocally. Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Who the shit? Who's this infant? Gina! Ah, shit. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court to hear. Why is he on that side? Who's this baby? My name is Balthazar Loon. I am the impresario of all the hot air balloons in vicinity of the Experimento stage. What the fuck is he saying? Why does this child look like he fucking belongs in Black Clover? He's German. My name is Wilhelm Gostring Sigismund Ormstein. I have come to seize the great exhibit in Aussie way from my home in Bohemia. Oh. Oh. That's so cute. Was the other guy Spanish? I'm very rich. Okay. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective. Even Erlach Sholmes agrees. I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got up to go up in one of them balloons. It was amazing. Gina, again. She did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? And she clearly loved every minute of it. I love Gina. There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of these witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above. You made it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet, very low. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can ya? 60 feet, about 18 meters then. Metris. Metris. Thank you for your introductions. Now you will give your formal testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had vantage points above the stage. Excuse me. It was an incident terrible. No. Terribile. I need fucking Gabe for his help. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There's this huge bang from the stage, and then the next second, another bang from the sky in the sky beside us. And from amidst the smoke, why am I making him fucking French? A cage appeared out of nowhere. The cage, it fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doo. A most extraordinary collective amount, I must say. Can I just clarify something? There's the detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically that there were 2 explosions? More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places, yes. When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time, carrying other passengers as well, to be clear. Then as power was supplied to the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, a second explosion occurred directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witnesses. Whee! That is very high. The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down into the crystal tower. I was very surprised when the cage appeared before my eyes vis a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide. You dropped your balloon. Oh. This is so cute. This interaction's adorable. I still have lots of money. I don't know why the fucking just... it attracts so much and I fucking love it. Hello, teen. Precisely who is this curious infant? I'm told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. Apparently, he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition. Yeah, I'm here in London on a sightseeing trip vis my elementary school. Oh. I don't know why he's so cute. You will have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony. Do we really need that? Oh, he took off his little mask. When I remove my mask. See what I look like. Oh, yes, I see a delightful face, I'm sure. What happened to your head, sir? Yeah, everybody says so. Great disguise, then. That reminds me, I think, on, I don't know what I plan on doing yet for, my final stream with Hanayome, or even my first stream for Solomon. But I think one of those streams I wanted to, do Duolingo for German. I wanted to go back and learn more German. The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the facts for the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the crystal tower where the victim fell. Yeah. D-Stalker. I'm not excited to learn about the fucking, gendered fucking, words, what do you, adjectives. I don't know what an adjective is. You did that for your Geburtstag? Happy birthday. Therefore, only the accused, who was with Mr. Aspen on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder. What's a yard? Fuck if I know. Like, 60 feet, maybe. Yes, thanks to you, counsel, the prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. So the defense's cross-examination now, please. Yes, my lord. Nakami-jun, thank you for the raid! Welcome, everybug! See, 60 feet up, that's a yard.
Hold it!
Don't tell me things, 10. Welcome, everybody. My name is Hanayome Kamakiri. I'm an orchid mantis. You've probably been here before, to be honest. It raids me all the time. We are playing The Great Ace Attorney 2, and I don't even know what chapter we're on. Chapter 5, maybe. Anyway, if you do not want to be spoiled from this game, please head out so you don't become spoiled as to who the murderer is, even though I'm pretty sure we're still pretty far from that. I'm doing okay, June. I got off work at 8 p.m. It is almost 11 p.m. for me now. I am unable to finish my salad because I can't fucking eat. Oh god, that's scary. The clip popping up scared the crap out of me. Why is it got music like this? Oh my god. It's like an infomercial. What is happening? I don't know what this game this is. Phantasy Star Online? I couldn't even fucking... That's your intro? Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. Why was that music so loud? Hi, Michael! Hold on. My nose is all sniffly. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Jesus. Makes me feel like you turned ads on. I mean, my ads are on. I can turn them on. But anyway, how y'all doing? John, Binko, hello. Anyway, like I said, if you don't want to be spoiled from Great Ace Attorney, feel free to head on out. But if you don't care, feel free to stick around and watch my brain do its work. My brain is fucking huge right now, alright? And then watch it not do its work, and then absolutely nothing makes sense to me. I forget the name of it. Was it not a game you played? But okay. There were 3 balloons flying above the experimentation stage at the time, I understand. See all 3 of them, my bellissimi bambini. What is he saying? They're very popular, signor. Some people will pay 10 pounds for one ride. 10 pounds? That's more than my annual stipend. 20 pounds a month. That is my pocket money. Oh my goodness. Whales have all the luck. I got up there for free, I did. Played the old I work for Your Majesty's police card, you know. Detectives have all the luck. VTubers have all the luck. You have played it. Oh, okay. These? Oh, maybe. I don't know. If they're so popular, why would you only be operating such a small number of balloons, though? Ah, okay. Oh, I plan on playing this soon, so I'll head out. Have a nice stream, though. Okay, Benko, I'm glad we're not in the drama part of this. You just get to see some funny Spanish and German boy, I guess. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Because if I have too many of the skies, they could crash into each other. The operators for the balloons were decided by lots, with each operator manning a particular area. See, and the zone above public experimentation stage, public experimentation stage is the most profitable. The other impresarios, they hate me. Thank you, witness. I think the court has a clear picture of the arrangements for balloon rides at the exhibition. Perhaps we could hear more. Perhaps I could read about what you actually witnessed of the incident. Right, I can fill you in there, my lord. There's this huge bang from the stage. Do I have any evidence for any of this stuff? Oh, we found this! That's right, I forgot about this. So it's like a crossbow, right? At least what so he was still shot. But by what? Oh, hold on. There we go. There's some sort of lever here. Oh, there we go. Oh. What the? What is this? I'm just imagining Ryunosuke messing around with this in the fucking courtroom. Looks like a cross between a bow and a gun. I think it's probably used for the same thing, too. There we go. Damn, that did a lot. Looks like you'd wind this around in order to draw the bowstring back and create tension. Must be able to fire arrows with a huge amount of force using this device then. In fact, I would imagine it's far more accurate and more powerful than a Japanese longbow. Ugh, I really had no idea what I was picking up when I spotted this at the exhibition grounds. Uh-oh. Now it's got my fingerprints all over it. This groove here must be where the arrows are loaded, I suppose. So I was right. This is sort of a bow with an automatic firing mechanism. This would be perfect for someone like me who catches his ear with the bowstring 2 times out of 3. In fact, if I had had one of these, maybe I could have beaten Kazuma in Kyoto archery training. Oh boy. Maybe if you had one of these, well, maybe we'll be nice enough to let you have one in court and accuse you for murder. It's like layers of thick canvas with a thick rubber lining of sorts. We looked at this before, I think. Might deduce it was part of a raincoat worn by someone who really didn't want to get wet. The charring must have occurred when the person was struck by lightning. Or maybe not. Who knows? Okay, what the fuck?
Hold it!
Hold it! So you actually saw the accident happen from up in the air? Yep. Isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do? A detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, Odo, being a lawyer's a mugs game. You should join the force and we can go flying together. Oh, that's cute. You know me so well. Yes, well, anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think? Everything. We saw everything. Cause we were up above it all. That dodgy cove climbing into that cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was that massive bang and the cage disappeared just like that. You were describing the moment the subject's body was decomposed by the electricity, I believe. He's dead. I didn't know what to make of it, but then there was another bang right in the ear. I looked around and there was a huge, great fireball right next to us in the sky and... Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say? That's Spiefin? And there was nothing there before. Oh, what's there, funny boy?
Excuse me.
Master Gotts, does your memory of the day differ? Why is his mouth weird? My teacher at elementary school says that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name. Oh boy. Yes, what was it again? Wilhelm Gostreich, I don't fucking know. Sigismund Ormstein. Oh, okay. Just the 4 names then. The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gino Lestrade's last remark, perhaps? Oi, get it right, although it's Inspector Lestrade. Why does everyone have a problem with how I address them in the moment? That is not what I saw. Oh? Yes, there was a second explosion, and it was right beside our balloons, that is true. But I'm sure... Which is what I said, in it. One minute there was nothing there, and next a massive explosion. My teacher at elementary school says that when someone else is speaking, if you are rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable. Oh, he lost his balloon. Are all Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy? I don't know why. Seeing this exchange, it's so cute. He just smiles and hands him the balloon. And he doesn't take the money first. The exchange happens at the same time. It's cute. I don't know. Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky. You know, like that. Interesting. A green balloon? I'd love to stay and watch more, but it's almost midnight. This Kami needs sleep. Okay, June! Thank you! Have a good night. Thank you so much for the raid again. I hope your stream was successful and you sleep well. A green balloon? Eh? You what? I never saw nothing like that. Well, I did. I saw it, and you can't say I didn't. I will complain to the council. I will cry and scream. My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That it's not allowed. Oh, Jesus. Playing the bleeding royalty card, are ya? Typical. Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's police. Oh, what the fuck? In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your former testimony in the interest of the cordial national relations between Great Britain and Bohemia. I don't wanna. Let's see. It was not the skies that exploded. I wonder, is this where I show this?
Objection.
Perhaps not. That last statement would seem to be at odds somehow with evidence. What evidence? Ah, sorry, I'm sorry, I have something green. It's green, I got it. My bad. Maybe I should have kept reading. My bad, my bad. Do I press on this? I guess so. A green balloon, you say? Are you sure about that? Of course I am sure. I am proud Bohemian Prince. All these questions are making me boring. Well, you're in fucking court. I'm sorry, baby. I think you mean bored? Ugh. English is very annoying. The language of my countrymen is far superior. Ragazo, it is very wrong to lie. Wait, what? Lie? Lie? Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason that planets never explode. It is logical. Wait, what? Please tell me that doesn't mean logical. If you insult me, you insult all of Bohemia. Madai. I will have the army come and shoot all your stupid balloons out of the sky. All of them. Oh my god. Well. Here you are, Your Highness. If only all international incidents were so easily resolved. What the fuck? Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps we could return to the testimony. Did you also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Loon? No, I did not see the explosion myself, however.
Hold it!
Who am I supposed to talk to? Did you see that actually happen? Yeah, no, in reality I did not. I saw after it hit the tower. There was a grand confusion around the stage. I ran to see what had happened. Had happened. I was terrorized by the idea that one of my balloons had crashed. I suppose they are his livelihood. But when I looked up into the sky, all my precious balloons were still there. I saw it though. I saw it slam into the tower. After all, I am a detective now. I can't say words. Now tell us what you saw, Inspector Lestrade. That's what I like to hear. I love her! She's so smiley now. It's so good. I don't know what I'm supposed to look at here. Was it you who gave the order to keep people away? Eh? Use your head, Odo. How could it have been me? I was up in a balloon, weren't I? Right. So cause I weren't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over there. He was getting shoved and kicked all over by the panicking spectators as he tried to steal up the scene. It was a real sight to behold, I can tell you. Amazing! Yeah, she's a girl. She's so cute. Poor Inspector Gregson. So anyway, I couldn't see the cage that well because of all the smoke. And I didn't really want to see, to be honest. I was scared out of me wits. You know, it's okay. She's young. Though I think she's like 17. Keep it together, Inspector. The prosecution really is asserting that the demonstration was genuine. But what if that was actually some kind of switch-around trick instead? That's what I'm thinking. That would mean that the victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. 2 explosions would have thrown everyone watching it into a panic for sure. I think I need to find out more about what exactly people saw at the time. Da, 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 da. There's this huge bang from the stage. The next second, another bang in the sky beside us. What am I supposed to present here? Alright, this is where my brain's not big. Would this be important? I really don't know what to present. With Gabe not here to help me, I don't know what to do. It's a green balloons that was here to ours. And wait, presenting the thing didn't work? The fabric? Tell him.
Hold it!
I'll bring this back up again. Oh, this one, like, I got no information out of. I'll go back to, Gina. I love it. Alright, I'll go back to Gina from before she was interrupted. Oh, maybe. Let me see. Okay. We'll try here.
Objection!
Is this your balloon? Shinzo sent out here spoiling things to me. Mr. Loon, in your testimony, you said that all 3 of the balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged. See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosions, I would have been, it would have been terrible. Terrible. I wonder if you might know what this is. I think it may be. See, part of a balloon, a burnt piece of the fabric of the envelope. Don't forget to save. Oh, sorry, the envelope? Pardon, that is the large round part of the balloon which becomes filled with hot air. It is made from very thick fabric lined with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky. Just as I thought. Anyway, Gina's cute and I fucking love her. I will die for that child. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Mr. Gotts testified, a green balloon did indeed explode that day. Yeah, you gotta be not so obvious. You gotta say something like, perhaps the balloon guy would know something. I don't know. Wow. Even better than Mama. Okay, bitch. Burger King. If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. Ah! Oh no, the balloons popped! If a balloon exploded that day, why didn't the man say so? Maybe everyone on board was killed. Oh no, having to spend 10 pounds for the experience, how awful. How awful. Why did I say it like that? Seems to me like those. I don't even know what I can say anymore. The instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage. The point of materialization shifted to a a location occupied by a balloon. Causing the balloon to explode, yes, eminently plausible. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were, but it changes nothing about the pertinent facts. This I cannot accept! Why not, Mr. Loon? His name is Loon, like Balloon? Oh my god. What was his full name? You are suggesting that I'm a liar! That person's died in a balloon incidente. There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon. Aha! The victim was the sole fatality that day. That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Loon. So the first part of his name, Ba and Loon, huh? He is not a liar. There was no such balloon in the sky. It is non-possibly. Non-possibly. You're saying it's impossible? Why? Michael, that'd be so funny. This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating that day. Aye! He made him go aye! But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord, the defense calls for a further testimony from Mr. Loon. Aye! I could concur, there is clearly more to the truth than meets the eye. Transformers! It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Witness! You will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you are operating at the exhibition. Ah, grazie, my lord. Is that even Spanish? I don't even know. Maybe he's not Spanish. I don't fucking know. Alright, the testimony music's picking up. As I said, Balthazar Loon is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All three of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an esplosione, what a catastrophe! But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt-up bit of cloth was found at the scene, can ya? The coppers at the yard reckoned it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. This stupido ragazzo is mistaken. What is a ragazzo? My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. Yeah, they do. There's a lot of languages that sound similar to other languages. Oh, hi, mate. No, Bella, no chewing on that. Bella's staring at me. I'm gonna go get more drink. Yeah, Latin. It's funny too because like it's you hear shit like German. No, quit it! What the fuck? Oh my god, my headset's just gonna stop working like randomly at some point during stream, and it's because Bella fucking chewed all the way through it. Oh my god, if that happens, I'm gonna cry. What is wrong with you? Anyway, what I was trying to say is it's funny like listening to like I don't know Spanish and Italian or something. It's like oh those sound so close, but then like I don't know. But then you hear like fucking, I don't know, German and Italian, it's like, oh, that doesn't make sense at all. But then you hear German and Spanish, it's like, oh, okay, I don't know. Language is weird. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get more drink. Pats her face. Where'd she go? Where'd you go? Your baby. Okay. It's different enough that it isn't lumped in with Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. Oh, but it's like when you go to the alphabet, that's where it like gets familiar, which is interesting, I think. So your assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not the one belonging to you. Si. Exactamente. Maybe he's not Spanish. I don't know what that means. I know exactamundo, but maybe maybe that's just some weird English slang of a foreign word. I don't know. I don't know. If only Gabe was here. If he even saw a balloon in the first place. I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. If you attack us, we will fight back. It will be for a war, all-out war. No, not the war, please. Oh. Negotiations have been handled. He's Italian. Okay. That's fine. What happened to all-out war? I was expecting Naruhodo to say the war instead of war. Mr. Loon certainly doesn't appear to be lying. That doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here. If the defense is unable to find fault with the witnesses' statements, the court must consider them the truth. I don't want to allow it. Think long and hard on that, my learned friend. Think long and hard on this, pants grab. Oh, that one actually works. And the situation has clearly changed now. I have to get to the bottom of what happened here, no matter what it takes. Oh my. Counsel, you may now cross-examine the witnesses. Alright. No liar.
Hold it!
You couldn't jump. I'm sorry, I can't talk and yawn because my throat closes up. Alright, I need to not do that again. Ah, lemonade I saved from yesterday. The first time I heard that German slang of war in Team 4 Elsing, I am merely go wait, what vor? What the fuck are you saying? Taking me a few minutes to realize they said war. Michael, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. You couldn't just have forgotten one, maybe. Senor. I might not notice if I was given 100 lentils and one was missing. But we are talking about 3 enormous balloons. Do you believe I could make a mistake about something so grand and expensive? I took the liberty of having Inspector Gregson check this gentleman's warehouse. I have the report here. It clearly says a total of 3 balloons. No, I understood that. It was just the way he worded it. It was very confusing. Isn't W and V in German the same letter? No, it's not the same letter. German has 26 letters of the alphabet, just like, well, kind of 26 letters. I think technically they have 27 with the S set and everything. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There you go. Then you also got letters with umlauts and shit like that. And the S set, which is, yeah. Upsilon is such a funny... Upsilon is just why. I remember some stuff like the alphabet. Anyway, no, W... what do you mean? Wow, why did I say it in German? Volkswagen exists. So there's no way that's the same letter. S set is for sure, maybe, probably its own letter. It definitely is its own letter. You can summarize S set in English to being 2 S's, but it isn't really the same. It reminds me of fucking some Tumblr post from forever ago. It was like some guy named himself Billy Badass or something, but he used an S set instead of a B. So it came out as Silly Sad Ass. I think that's what it was. Anyway. It would appear no mistake has been made then. I'm stealing your car. What? Surely Mr. Strahd would have been sent for such a menial task. What? Me? I'll tell you what I told the boss. East End kids like me can only count up to 2. Obviously that ain't true, but the boss bought it and said he'd have a go himself in that case. Gina, no! It's a reference to Dirty Philip? I would have no idea what that is.
Hold it!
It would be quite a catastrophe if they fell to the ground for any reason, I think. On that note, Mr. Loon, tell me, what is it that keeps these balloons in the sky? Are you an idiota? Yes. That is like asking, why does a candle burn bright? It burns bright because it burns bright. And a balloon flies because it flies. What else? Okay. Filthy Frank? Why'd you call it Dirty Philip? That must be Italian for I don't know. There are 2 types of flying balloons, hot air balloons and gas balloons. Hot air balloons work on the principle of hot air being less dense than cold air, whereas gas balloons derive their lift by using a gas that is lighter than air. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was 2 kinds of balloons. I thought they were all hot air. See, and my balloons are filled with the magic gas, I believe. Oh wait, no, is that how blimps work? No, blimps work with gas, right? Hydrogen. I almost said hydreigon. Ugh. Okay. Lighter than air, but highly explosive. Good lord. Good lord. I do not permit smoking of the cigarettes in any of my balloons. The magic gas does not like fire. The magic gas. Blimps and zeppelins use hydrogen. Hydrogen! Stop it! Y'all stop saying hydrogen. Why is, oh my god, why am I getting stuck on that? Especially after a conversation, or fucking German conversation. Am I learning air balloon science? Am I getting educated by that thing? Yeah, we're learning that balloons fly because they fly, of course. Even a small spark of static electricity could cause an entire balloon to explode. What is the matter with you, senor? All that comes out of your mouth is esplosione. I tell you, my balloons are perfectly safe. They have to be or I cannot eat. None of my balloons exploded that day, I am completely sure. But if you still say that is what happened, you must show me the proof. Yeah, alright, so Mr. Loon had 3 balloons in the air that day. If none of them were damaged, then what was the one that exploded?
Hold it!
Yeah. I was surprised to find the piece of fabric still at the scene, actually. Didn't you search the area surrounding the stage for clues? Nah, I'm not into picking stuff off the ground, me. Always works out way better. Diving into people's pockets instead. She yoinked it out of my own pocket before we even came in here. So much for the new career path. Mind you, the boss was on his ends and knees, picking up all kinds of rubbish from the floor. Thing is, though, the cage went crashing into the Crystal Tower, didn't it? So that's where most of the investigating was going on. Even so, I would have thought someone from Scotland Yard would have gathered it up as evidence. Cor, listen to you. You stumble across a bit of balloon and suddenly you're the best investigator in the balloon. Did she say balloon or did she say world? I don't fucking... She said world. Why did I say balloon? Fuck, pardon? Well, you ain't got a badge, have you? Like this one. I could arrest you with this if I wanted to. I wouldn't put it past her. No, Gina, I saved you twice! Come to think of it, there was talk of some scorching on the ground at a meeting we had about the investigation.
Hold it!
There was considerable damage to the stage and surrounding area, wasn't there? Yeah, Yeah, some of the coves were watching. Some of the coves, while we're watching the experiment, were caught in the blast and injured. Good job the old contraption didn't kill over, eh? I wonder what's wrong with the boy's head. I wonder if that's gonna come up here soon. I hadn't even considered that. It seems there was a great panic after the incident occurred. Nevertheless, the police shouldn't have missed a torn piece of the envelope from a balloon. Inspector Gregson can expect repercussions. Oops! Like me swiping all his fish and chips, eh? The man's sole pleasure. None of this matters. That scrap of balloon envelope means nothing. Niente! Niente! Alright, calling fucking, Gina stupido ragazzo. You mean the color is wrong? Si, senor. I do not have any green balloons in my warehouse. And yet, a piece of green cloth was found at the scene, and it is unmistakably from a balloon. Well, I do not know how that can be. For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question. Why not? Oh, yeah. There have been recreational balloon fights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date, unfortunate as I'm sure you'd agree. You believe it may have been from some earlier balloon accident that predates the exhibition? Si, exactamente, as the senor says, it is not from one of my balloons. Clearly, this little ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw. Oh, you know, he didn't like that part. Okay, what's up? This game is very inclusive. Oops, what did I say? Master Wilhelm Gostreich Sigismund Ormstein. It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear it all over Bohemia. You can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. Oh. If you do not have evidence, Ragazzo, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh? Perhaps we'll let the judge decide when it comes to punishment. Evidence? What is this evidence? Oh, is he about to show it? He's got remnants in his head. To give a simple example, young man. A photograph, for instance. Some tangible proof of what you claim. So why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here. Oh, good gracious. What? You've just been holding on to it. I had not been up in a balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. Oh, I took lots and lots of photographs. Of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the streets of London, of the hot eel cellars, the balloon. Oh my goodness. And the instantaneous kinesis experiment? Did you take a picture of that? Yeah. The fun picture. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is he saying? Really? You did take one? But all I wanted was a ride in a balloon. I was not interested in boring experiment. When are we gonna powerbomb this child? What does that mean? What does that mean, powerbomb? That sounds like something you shouldn't correlate to a child. Never mind that. Can you show us that photograph? Of course, and then you will see. You will see that I'm not lying. That I really did see a green balloon. Does he have pictures in color? Oh. Oh, there's something in the image. Did you see that? Something being shot at it. Well, I see you're all too shocked to speak. Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man. Well, he did say that his balloons were striped, and that balloon was clearly not striped, so at least we should be able to see that, right? Yeah, perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but that is not my fault! That is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera! Oh, he's crying. What the fuck? Does it have umlauts over it? Why did they put umlauts over his crying? That is one very bohemian sounding cry. Okay. Very well, the court will accept this photograph as evidence. Alright, well now there's something funny going on here. Oh, he got a balloon back. It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera. Well, never mind. I'm sure you have plenty of wonderful sepia memories to take home with you. Is it sepia? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh, look, there's something there. It is unoccupado. And he's clearly right here. You know, touching the funny lever. It's interesting that it's right here. I assumed it would have been coming from the other side. Okay. And clearly he's still right here. This lady all the way over here, she's pretty sus. Why is she all the way over there all alone? This child is sus. Where's his leash? Sepia. Sepsis. I'll never, yeah. In any case, what exactly did you take the photograph? Well, it was on the day of the big explosion. Well, of course, obviously. You don't say. When I pressed the shutter release, there was this very big bang, loud bang. Solomon. Wait, what? And a hot wind rushed over my face. That means this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred. Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. I could not give... I could not give the flying fig. Wait, what? Lovely language you picked up. What does he mean by that? As I thought, Mr. Loon's testimony just doesn't quite add up. The young bohemian boy claims to have seen another fourth balloon. But Mr. Loon vehemently denies the possibility. Well, he said they were all occupied, right? And it's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, this is inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Ba, da, 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 da.
Objection.
Yeah, most more than likely pinata. Swear jar from pinata. I wonder if that'd be a cute thing. Anyway, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Unfortunately, the photograph Mr. Gotts took can't tell us the color of the balloon, but it can tell us something else. Something crucially important. Yeah, Balloon Man. Yeah, he is. He takes his balloons very seriously. What? What? It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Ah, my goodness, you're right. But surely all the balloons would have been carrying passengers. There would be no sense in it otherwise. See, they are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers. By the way. Which tells us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them, so when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the skies above the experimentation stage. The mysterious green balloon. I know nothing, niente. I can only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine. Thank you for the dono again, Pinata. There are legal tradesmen everywhere you care to look. Clearly one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition and managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing. Well, there's nobody in it! You can't believe you won't something? What did you won't? See, the competition trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because the experiment, experiment, huh? Good job, Hannah. Spinning all over your mic. That went wrong on the stage. This fourth balloon exploded at the very same moment Mr. Aspen was beamed from the stage below. Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after and left them scorch marks. They didn't come from the stage at all. It was bits of the balloon raining down. Because no one was in it, it didn't get no attention. How did well, I had nobody notice it though. A mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers silently floating over the experimentation stage.
Objection.
This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. Clearly it has nothing to do with the case. Its relevance does elude me, I must say. The court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already. The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded. Oh. Oh. Really? Have we really got to the truth yet? No, I can't let this opportunity slip away. The jurors' minds are made up, and I'm not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more we can learn from it? No, there's definitely more. Wait, there's more. Instead of objecting, it just says, but wait. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, wait. Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph of Master Gods may well be hiding one more vital clue. What's that? A vital clue?
Objection!
Shut the fuck up, Fansies! Look at this picture! We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for definitives now, so tell the court. What exactly does this alleged clue in the photograph prove? The cause of the explosion. So, we can reasonably assume that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Yeah, that's right, yeah! It was not my fault. I don't think we were... well, I don't think we were getting at that, evidently. Because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. And the balloon, being filled with flammable hydrogen... That's the word. Instantly and explosively ignited.
Objection.
Yeah, shut the fuck up! No, that's not what happened. What? What? I can't believe this isn't evidence. I like that one. It would appear that this photograph requires closer examination. Counsel for the defense, you will highlight the location of this alleged clue in the photograph for the court. Of course, my lord. If you look closely, it's plain enough to see. And what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have. In a way that leads to an unbelievable conclusion. The clue that heavily suggests the real reason for the balloon exploded is right here. I don't know, I hope that this is pointed enough. It's this random passerby in the background! Yeah, well, that would have fucking sucked, wouldn't it? The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous. If you look, you'll notice there's a bright white line that appears to be pointed directly at the balloon. Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally on the film. I'm afraid I could see nothing of the sort. Wow, you need to get your eyes checked, sir. I know, right? If you look with a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear what the nature of this bright line really is. Goodness, what is that? Undeniably some flash of light, yes. Oh, golly, do you think it might be lightning? What the fuck? But it couldn't have been a finer day. I believe we may be looking at fire. What was that sound? Did you hear that? Ding! Was it the fucking... Oh, it's the fucking girl. A bolt of fire headed straight for the balloon like an arrow! What the heck? Indeed, even to my aging eyes, it would appear to be a flame of some sort. Wait, was it an arrow on fire? Oh, that makes sense, I guess. My word, Art, are you suggesting this flame struck the hydrogen gas that filled the balloon?
Objection!
That's absurd. The balloon would have been 60 feet above the ground at the time. No flame could possibly have reached such a height.
Objection.
Yeah, Stinky, that's where you're wrong. Look at this cool weapon I found. Actually, it's my opinion that a particular piece of evidence found at the scene reveals how that is exactly what happened. What evidence? This evidence I found! If such evidence exists, counsel, then for goodness sake, present it, man. Which evidence explains this mysterious streak of flame that appears to be headed directly for the balloon? Yes! This was found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene. Good lord, is that a crossbow? An arrow dipped in oil instead of light could have been shot from this weapon, sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon. Are you suggesting that crossbow was used to deliberately... Yes! Blimey, you're right, that streak of light in the photo looks just like an arrow, doesn't it? Then, Then the explosione of the balloon, it was... Yes, very likely the result of the flaming arrow from this crossbow, igniting the hydrogen gas inside. No! I love him having a react like that. That's so funny. Order, council, this is extraordinary supposition. If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter would have used a gun, of course. However, there's an obvious reason why that would have been out of the question. The noise of the discharge, of course. Yes! That's right! By using a crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently. Well, yeah, if someone had shot a gun off at the exhibition grounds, it would have caused a real panic. But with the big explosione, there was a very big panic anyway, no? I don't like this. I should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this, but something feels wrong.
Objection!
Do you understand the implications of what you're saying, my Nipponese friend? If the flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously it would have exploded. And if the birdcage appeared from the cloud of smoke that ensued... What? Wait a minute, what are you really saying here? I don't get it. Was the birdcage beamed up into the sky after all? Or what? My goodness me. I wonder. Now I understand. That's what that sinking feeling is about. I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along. Yeah, but I was thinking, what the heck? How the fuck? How would the balloon even get up there then? Could it do that? Could a balloon have something inside and be able to float? But we're not allowed to investigate the actual machine, right? So what if there was a contraption, you know, like the grill at the bottom that caused it to open up and the actual birdcage fall inside? That's what I was thinking this whole time. Because obviously if one of the bodies is fake, then they would have to have a way to hide the other one. I don't know. What? Did I just hear that correctly, Council? Is this allowed? There's no going back now. The horse is bolted. Let's find out if they mentioned something like that. Let's assume, as I said, that the birdcage was hidden inside the green balloon from the start. Well, according to this diagram, it looks like the inside is hollow. Anyway, on stage when the experiment was started, the birdcage and the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in a cloud of smoke. At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground, causing the green balloon to explode and drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their heads. From amid the smoke, the hidden birdcage then appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower. I think you'll all agree it's entirely plausible. I think you'll agree. That's what I've just described as the real truth. That what I just described is the real truth behind the miraculous experiment carried out that day. What are words? Good grief!
Objection!
What's up, my learned British friend? This is ludicrous. What you described is no science experiment. This is child's play, a contemptible display of stage magic. Well, this is court, sir. This isn't the science room. Both Mr. Sholmes and Iris said that the experiment was a scientific impossibility. In which case, this is the only way to explain what happened that day. In any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage in the crystal tower. If the instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that? If I may put in a word, as a man of magic myself, such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception. Juror number 3? All that would be needed is a doppelganger, someone who looked very similar to the victim, Mr. Hassman. And having this other man appear on stage in front of the show as a body double. Yes, of course. So in fact, Mr. Hassman must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start. Okay, this is so dramatic. There's so much going on right now. That balloon would have been filled with hydrogen. Anything hidden inside it would have been scattered to the four winds when it exploded. No one would ever have embarked on such a risky venture. Not necessarily. The explosive force of the balloon gas would very much depend on the mixture ratio. Shoot, sure, number 4! Yeah, let's get his ass! Get his ass, Jers! Flying balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases such as helium as well. Helium on its own doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered. The mixture ratio? Obviously, the victim's body would have suffered some burns that would be unavoidable. But not to such an extent as to render the whole obscene charade impossible. He's fucking stumped. So everything that happened can be explained logically and scientifically. The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred. Well, goodness me. And if we accepted that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. Aspen, was never present in the public experimentation stage to begin with. Ugh. In short, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant who was on stage in full view the entire time. Let's get his ass! Die, Van Zieks! This will be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Lord Van Zieks can't credibly maintain that Professor Hairbrain is a suspect now. Now who? Who is it now? I knew it. I knew it would be him. Mr. Naruhodo, I appreciate your efforts, thank you. You're not supposed to be here! Professor! But you can stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please. Sorry? What's all this about, Mr. Hairbrain? Just the angry face. I, Albert Hairbrain, hereby confess that it was me who stabbed Mr. Odie Osmond. Isn't that just enough? I'm pretty sure even if it was a fucking lie, they could just straight up just be like, okay, you admitted guilt, goodbye. Yes, it was me with my faithful friend and partner, Andrew the Screwdriver. What? What are you doing? That was so shocking that fucking Naruhodo broke his spine. Order, order, order! Defendant, explain this sudden confession.
Objection.
Oh, Hanayo, what are you saying that for? Judith, no. Murder. Professor Hairbrain, what are you talking about? It's what I've said all along. I must protect my hypothesis and my precious machine. You stand there and claim it was all a trick, all an elaborate prank, but where's your proof? No, you'd have to examine the machine if you wanted to prove it, but then it would be all over. My beautiful hypothesis would be laid bare. I mean the dignity of it all. Because it's Asher. Oh, okay. Hi, Asher. It's clear that you drew the plans for the experiment, but you didn't actually build it. It's quite conceivable that you were duped, Professor. If you'll just let me, I can prove... Barack! Thanks, Obama! Yes? I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear it. So please, ensure the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect my creation. Okay. I don't even drink. This guy makes me want to drink. I forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice at this critical juncture. Here's to my learned Nipponese friend. And his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense's position in the light of the accused's confession. He's got me. Okay, but part of proving your hypothesis is having people examine it and try and reproduce the result. I'm confused enough already. I think you're the bug who's confused here. I just can't read. Do you intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick? Because the moment you do, The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply. The prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth. Okay, do it. However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigating will be crushed, and the confidentiality of the professor's hypothesis preserved. I understand perfectly. Bro, you didn't even know when the Sengoku era was. And tried to... That's fine. That's Japanese history. I don't expect everybody to know when that is. Well, counsel, what is the defense's official position on this matter? But Professor Harebrain, my client, actually asked of me, "Hi, Mew!" was to prove that explosion on stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of his hypothesis. But there's no way to do that without implying the professor's guilt. Do I protect my client's life by asserting his innocence, or do I uphold my client's request to see him condemned? Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust. You've been silent long enough. Isn't talking your trade, my learned friend? Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused Nipponese mind? Mr. Naruhodo! There's no escape here. I have to make a choice. It's an impossible one. I have to give up on something, but what? The defense asserts that the defendant's instantaneous kinesis machine was in fact... Do I do my job? I have to do my job now, right? The point is to prove my client not guilty, right? Even even if it's at their expense? Is that what I need to do here? Just kill Van Zeeks. No, I can't. He's too hot. Well, hey, I'll never forget that because I never learned it in the first place. What I think is right is fucking this guy over.
Oh no, he's hot!
No, I can't say it. My client placed his faith in me. I just can't let him down. And bro, he's already admitted murder at this point. What must I give up on is not the question you have to ask yourself here. Who's talking? It's what can I protect? Who's talking? Sasato! Bro, how did you get here? What? How did she get here? She literally just walked in the courtroom and I didn't even notice her? Do I want to know a secret? What's the secret? Did I fuck up? Would I have actually gotten a bad ending if I didn't pick that option? What, Pinata? How the fuck did Sasato get here? I love her! I almost talked to my mic because I was so excited. Oh, that's not a secret. They do that all the time, Pinata. I'm pretty sure. I was very sure that no matter what I picked in this, it was going to be the same thing. Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. It's been far too long. Sasato-san! But what are you- God damn it! What the fuck? Man, we just met again in like 6 months. Oh, yeah, I was right. Look at that. My first Sasato takedown in 6 months. There'll be time to talk later, Mr. Naruhodo. For now, we must concentrate on the task at hand. I'm just working out not what I have to give up on, but what I could protect. She actually wasn't here all along, so what the fuck did I just get taken down with? Professor Harebrain! Yes! Yesterday you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth, too. Yes, of course. And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. Assman. I think you've come to realize something yourself, too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. The truth behind that is what we must both pursue now. Is Mr. McGilden still alive? Bro, he died at the end of the first trial. What do you mean? Whee! So, you finally opened your eyes. What? And as for you, Albert, you can't ignore this any longer. Why, was there a time skip? Well, there was a time skip because fucking Naruhodo couldn't practice law. He got in trouble for, I don't know, doing something. I think, I don't know. Something to do with Gina and something to do with the first case, I think. I think it was because of, he wasn't quite defending Gina in a certain scenario, I think, right? Which made his job as a lawyer questionable, and so he got suspended for a while because of it. Having heard my learned friend's assertion, don't you have something to say? Barack, thanks, Obama. Every VOD until this point. Yeah, I don't know if all of them are public yet. They might be. Lord Van Zeeks. Gosh, I've never heard him speak that way before. You just popped up, man. In truth, there's one thing. Something I've remembered that's of relevance. What? Or what? I don't know how to say. On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage. A man holding that crossbow. Yeah, and he looked like you, Ryunosuke! I beg your pardon. Yeah, he does waste a lot of wine. Professor, did the man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like? Taller than me, and thinner than me, with straight hair, straighter, and whiter than mine. Straight white hair. A man tall and thin with straight white hair? Let me see. One less lens than me, too. A monocle. A rather stylish black monocle. What the heck? Who is this? But one thing in particular will help to positively identify the man, you see? I know him very well. After all, he's the engineer who built my invention. What? How many times has fucking Fancy's had that reaction? He built the machine? That's right. Mr. Aspen introduced him to me a year ago. He's a man by the name of Enoch Drebber. Enoch Drebber! Both those guys know it. Oh, he's a funny magician scientist. I don't know who that is. Does this name mean something? Members of the jury seem flustered. Not a name any scientist wishes to hear. The man's an abomination. Not a name any conjurer wishes to hear either. Oh boy. Who on earth is he? I'm afraid this isn't the first tale of this nature that I've heard in scientific circles in connection with that name. There's talk of other flamboyant experiments that turn out to be nothing but stage trickery in the end. Obviously, the rascal is after the government's research grant money. The Venn diagram pans out the magician scientist. When magicians are in need of money, I have heard of them resorting to these underhand tactics. Some acquaintance of mine with experience of such things have mentioned Enoch Drebber's name before. The man is both an engineer and a magician, yes. We're dealing with an unparalleled confidence trickster here. That's Enoch Drebber for you. Oh, Enoch Drebber. Oops. My cushion's not comfy right now. Well, that was dramatic, huh? Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I don't know what would be a good place to stop for now, but I'm gonna stop right here. Alright. Well, happy Thursday, everybug. Thank you so much for coming. This music's very kind of sad. Tomorrow! What am I playing tomorrow? Tomorrow at 9 p.m. we're playing more Horizon. I meant to play that off stream and just go grind and do some side quests. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tomorrow if I want to. Or maybe I'll play more Final Fantasy 14. I don't fucking know. We'll find out tomorrow, next time on Hanaball Z. Anyway. Today is St. Patrick's Day from, 6 minutes? Today's St. Patrick's Day? That's why everybody came into my work wearing green today, huh? Ooh, should we go raid? Why did I say it like that? Who? Bye-bye, Hanayome. No, we're not leaving yet. We got a raid. Giga? Giga streaming? I love her. I love Giga. She's playing Banjo-Kazooie. Why are his feet so big? Oh, she's playing a... Oh, she's playing the funny mod that she plays these games with. His feet are fucking huge. What is happening? Alright, let's go raid. I almost just raided Banjo-Kazooie. Let's go raid Gigo. Fuck. I'm struggling right now. And tomorrow, again, Horizon Zero Dawn, 9 p.m. CST, raid General Giga. If you don't know who Giga is, I'd be very confused because she is great and I love her. Giga is streaming. Giga is streaming. You are very correct. Alright, I'm sending you all this tour now. Let's all go say hi. Let's mess around. I believe if you do that crowd control thing, if you sign up for it, you get like some free like tokens or something that you can use. Last time I used it, she was playing Wind Waker and I made Link turn into a rocket and she fucking died. It was great. Alright, let's go say hi to Giga. Let's all give her a good old 07 when we get in. Okie dokie. Alright, bye bye. I love you all. Goodbye.